Paranormal researchers are spending a lot of time in South Alabama. They're checking out what they refer to as some historically haunted sites.
And yes, they're looking for ghosts and spirits. This paranormal research team says it's investigating Civil War battlefields for any unusual activity.
Fox 10 News reporter Andrew Perez got in on the investigation.
Dale Langella and Jeannie Brown are not your typical South Alabama tourists. Sure, they're taking in the historic sites, mingling with the locals, but they say they're here for one reason only.
Find proof, some physical evidence that, there is something beyond our physical existence here.
Both women are paranormal investigators, part of the Alabama Paranormal Association. They're touring Civil War battlefields across the state, and I caught up with them at Fort Gaines on Dauphin Island to watch them in action.
The more we get out and talk to people, the more that we find everybody's more than wonderful about sharing their stories with us.
I've had experiences, I believe it, and now I want to document it.
And to do that, these ladies come equipped with everything from infrared cameras to trigger objects to electromagnetic field readers. They even use radios to try and communicate with spirits.
How many spirits are here at Fort Gaines?
No more than 7 seconds later, we hear this. Now, it could be a coincidence, but in person, it sounded like 10 to 15. After touring the fort and speaking with locals, we move on across the bay to historic Fort Blakely, where these women have set up camp.
Well, it's one of the Alabama battlefields that, we had heard about that there might be some activity at. There's mass graves, there's a cemetery out there. There's actually a couple of mass graves out in the back.
Park officials shared several stories about Union soldiers seen here and activity around certain campsites. These ladies unpacked even more gadgets and cameras to check it all out. All right, guys, so right now we're on campground number 5 here at Blakely, which is said to be haunted. Langella and Brown behind me, they're setting up infrared cameras, they're setting up other devices to leave here on the campgrounds rolling while we go explore some battlefields.
This is EVP session number 1. We are near campsite number 5 in the back behind at the graves. In attendance,
Jenny,
Dale,
Andrew.
K2 hit, and I got chills running up and down my back. No word of a lie. Look at my arms. Look at them. The goosebumps.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Again.
It's no easy task to try and explain the unexplainable. It's not an exact science either. Langella and Brown say they're not out to convince people to believe, but rather to share other people's stories and document their own. Along with their team back home in northern Alabama, these two will wrap up a statewide tour. And after that, hope to have a better understanding of Alabama's haunted battlefields.
Now, the team plans to head to Cullman County next, but they still want to hear from you. Any stories you have or even what your thoughts are about the afterlife. We have more information about the group and their mission on our website, fox10tv.com.